Hi, I'm Katie Herbert with another edition of the Week in Review. The Cow Creek Fire, burning in a remote corner of Rocky Mountain National Park, will likely burn through the remainder of the fire season unless a significant weather event puts the fire out. Firefighters contained the northeastern southern portions of the fire, but it may still spread to the west. Fire is a natural part of the ecosystem in the park, and this remote area has not burned for hundreds of years. Kelly Stern, a former executive director for the nonprofit Grand Beginnings, is now serving jail time for stealing funds. Stern is serving a 60-day sentence as part of a deferred judgment on a felony theft charge. The former director pled guilty in district court to a Class 4 felony. Stern was ordered to pay back more than $7,000 in funds and do 100 hours of community service. The Grand Beginnings Board has since hired a new executive director and is expanding their operation across Grand County. Construction is moving on Grand County's newest Habitat for Humanity home. The 2010 Habitat project is being built in Hot Sulphur Springs for Shane and Raina Bailey and their two sons, Sam and Ben. Each adult family member is required to give 200 hours of sweat equity to build an interest-free Habitat home, and local contractors and volunteers are helping to build the house in one season. Habitat volunteer coordinator Marcia Walker said the goal is to have the Baileys in their new home by Thanksgiving.
Nice and easy.
Local Spencer Davis of Fraser fell 150 feet on Longs Peak southwest of the Narrows last Thursday, prompting a cliffside rescue. A ranger was flown to the summit of Longs Peak by a helicopter that was assisting with operations in the Cow Creek fire. The ranger hiked down to Davis, who had sustained multiple injuries. Utilizing a short-haul helicopter, a line was attached to an attendant who secured Davis and was then flown to a boulder field where Flight for Life picked him up and flew him to St. Anthony's Central Hospital. Kevin Polini of Granby died in 2008 while working on a logging job at a home in Grand Lake. The former park employee was struck by a tree blown over by the wind. Family and friends recently memorialized the man who spent half of his life building trails in Rocky Mountain National Park. The Colorado River District Pack Station near the Kawanichi Visitor Center was selected for a memorial in honor of Polini due to his dedication on the project. Polini's is the third such memorial in the park. A man and his daughter from Wisconsin survived a plane crash last week in the remote Forest Canyon area of Rocky Mountain National Park. The small plane had mechanical issues and went down Thursday evening. The pair survived the crash, sustaining only minor injuries. Park rangers reached the wreckage Friday morning and evacuated the victims to an area hospital. For more information on what's happening in Grand County, stay tuned to TV18. We bring you the latest news, entertainment, weather, and conditions, as well as what to do and where to eat. For TV18, I'm Katie Herbert, and I'll see you next week on the Week in Review.
Grand County's Week in Review is brought to you by Beaver Village Condominiums and Grand Mountain Bank, your hometown bank.